Today, I want to start with a very honest question. How many times have you looked in the mirror and asked yourself, am I doing enough? Am I smart enough? Will I actually achieve the big dreams I talk about? Or will I just end up living an ordinary, average life? Let's be real. We live in a world that is moving incredibly fast. Every day we wake up, look at our phones, and see people who seem to have it all figured out. We see successful entrepreneurs, brilliant engineers, rich creators, and we think, maybe they are special. Maybe they have a secret formula that I don't have. But today, I want to break that myth. I want to tell you the raw, unedited truth. Nobody is born a hero. Nobody is born with a perfect plan. Every single person you admire today was once standing exactly where you are standing right now, confused, stressed, tired, and doubting themselves. Look at your life right now. Maybe you are a student sitting in a classroom, struggling with difficult assignments, trying to pass quizzes, and worrying about your future. Maybe you are balancing a tough routine, doing your studies in the morning and working on your skills, code, or projects late at night until your eyes burn. Maybe you are trying to build something of your own, like a website, a business, or a startup, and it feels like it's taking forever to show results. You feel the pressure. You feel the heavy weight of expectations. You want to make your parents proud. You want to look into your father's and mother's eyes and see that look of pure satisfaction, knowing that their sacrifices did not go to waste. You want them to say, "That is my child, and they did it." But then reality hits. A project fails. A database connection breaks. A job interview goes wrong. An investment doesn't pay off immediately. And in that dark moment, a small voice inside your head whispers, "Give up. It's too hard. You are not meant for this." Today, I am here to tell you to fight that voice. That voice is a liar. The struggle you are feeling right now is not a sign that you are failing. It is a sign that you are growing. Think about a building. When you walk past a beautiful, massive skyscraper, you look up and say, "Wow, what a beautiful building." But nobody looks at the mud, the cement, and the sweat that went into digging the foundation deep into the ground. If you want to build a high life, your foundation has to go deep, and digging a foundation is dirty, hard, and lonely work. When you are sitting alone in your room at 2 a.m., writing lines of code, fixing errors that make no sense, or practicing a skill over and over again while the rest of the world is sleeping, that is your foundation. When you save your hard-earned money and choose to invest it into your future, your learning, or your property, instead of wasting it on temporary fun, that is your foundation. Do not run away from the hard work. Fall in love with the boredom of consistency. Success is not a lottery. It is not a magical moment where lightning strikes and suddenly you are rich and famous. Success is the sum of small, boring daily habits repeated day after day, week after week. Let me share a secret with you. Consistency is the ultimate superpower. There will always be people who are naturally smarter than you. There will be people who have more money than you, better laptops than you, or more connections than you. But talent without hard work is completely useless. A brilliant mind that does nothing will always lose to an average mind that refuses to quit. You can control your effort. You can decide that nobody in the room will outwork you. If you are a programmer, write one more function. If you are a student, study one more page. If you are a creator, write one more paragraph. When you feel like stopping, do just 5 minutes more. That extra 5 minutes is where the magic happens. That is where you separate yourself from the crowd. The crowd stops when they are tired. The champions stop when they are done. Let's talk about failure because we are all terrified of it. We don't start that new blog, we don't apply for that high-paying job, and we don't pitch our project because we think, what if I fail? What will people say? What will my friends think? Let me tell you how a software engineer looks at failure. When an engineer writes a program and the code crashes, do they cry? Do they throw the laptop away and say, "I am a failure, I should quit engineering"? No. They look at the screen, they read the error log, and they say, okay. The database connection string is wrong, or I missed a semicolon on line 42. They don't take the failure personally. To an engineer, an error is just data. It is just feedback telling them what not to do. You need to treat your life like an engineer treats code. If you try to launch a live website and it gets no traffic, That is not a life failure. That is just data. It means you need to learn better SEO, change your keywords, or fix your user